Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. L'Orient Express à destination de Strasbourg, Munich, Vienne, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia et Constantinople va partir. Les passagers sont priés de monter à bord des voitures. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Orient Express is now leaving for Strasbourg, Munich, Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia and Constantinople. All passengers should be on board.
En voiture, fermez les portières s'il vous plaît.
Excuse me, can you tell me which compartment is Tyler Whitney's?
Oh, Monsieur Whitney, excuse me. Your compartment is number 1.
Tyler.
Served in the restaurant car. Premier service, le dîner est servi dans le
The French are so funny. Madame Caillot seems to have become a sort of national heroine. Somehow she's been transformed from an insignificant woman enslaved and overshadowed by her husband into a passionate avenger.
Si les petites bourgeoises se mettent à écrire l'histoire, on n'est pas sorti d'affaire.
Voilà bien une réflexion de petite aristocrate.
Arrête. Tu dis toi-même qu'elle est une Madame Bovary.
What counts is she's acted. She's the very opposite of Madame Bovary. I'd say more Joan of Arc, really.
Ooh, the English burnt at the stake.
Must you always bring that up?
Well, it happened.
What really interests me about Madame Caillot is the way the French scandals develop so differently from English ones. Like the Dreyfus affair. In England, the Jews...
Est-ce que monsieur voudra encore de la viande? Pour le jeune homme, peut-être? Non? Bon appétit, messieurs.
Bonsoir, monsieur. We have a nice table for you here in the corner. If you will please follow me. Please, monsieur. Have a seat.
Mind if I join you?
Why not?
I didn't mean to scare you off.
For me, a bowl of soup is enough. I can take no pleasure in food, while millions of my countrymen go without bread. Good evening.
Ah, Herr Whitney. You are different than I had imagined.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I ran across an old friend.
One does have the most unexpected encounters on trains. Shall we get down to business? Have you brought the gold? First you kept me waiting, now you don't answer me. I have kept my half of the bargain. If something has gone wrong, I would like to know it.
Nothing has gone wrong.
I'm glad. I trust that you will not mind if I asked to see the gold.
I trust you won't mind either if I ask to see what I'm buying.
To see it? But you know that is impossible. The merchandise will be put on the train at Munich. It is what we agreed.
Good. Then we're even. Herr Schmidt, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk again after Munich.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Does monsieur wish to order dinner?
Yes, I'll have the roast
Да,
duck
дядюшка.
and a bottle of 96 Porto.
Very good, monsieur.
Тебе нравится это блюдо?
Да.
По-моему, это замечательно.
Regarde ce beau jeune homme qui vient d'entrer.
Sophie.
Ne t'inquiète pas, il ne peut pas comprendre, c'est un Américain.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Ne me
Pardon me.
regarde pas, il ne saura jamais que c'est de lui qu'on parle.
Good Lord.
C'est impressionnant, hein, comme il a l'air de venir d'ailleurs. Pas du tout comme un Européen. Veste ouverte, adorablement négligée, les cheveux légèrement décoiffés.
He certainly could use a wash.
Écoute,
Petit bonhomme, il faudrait te calmer.
Attends une seconde. Fais voir ce que toi.
Je l'ai trouvé. Il est à moi.
François, viens ici. Arrête tout de suite.
Pardon me?
Veux-tu cesser, s'il te plaît, ou je t'abandonne dans la prochaine gare allemande. Ça te plairait? D'où vient ce sifflet?
Je l'ai trouvé.
Où, s'il te plaît?
Sur le sol.
Pourquoi le caches-tu? Montre-le-moi.
Non.
Bonsoir,
je l'ai
monsieur.
trouvé, il est
Excuse
à
me.
moi.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Right away, monsieur. Oh merde, où est-ce que j'ai pu le mettre?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Des passagers.
Mais monsieur Martins ne vous l'a pas donné?
Mon neveu?
Il m'a dit qu'il vous l'avait donné il y a 1 heure de ça. C'est étrange.
Oh, peut-être c'est une erreur.
Alors il vous l'a donc donné?
Oui, ce que je voulais dire, c'est que je n'avais pas compris qu'il était responsable des 2 listes. Cela explique tout. Merci, Coudet.
De rien, monsieur.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Got a light? Thanks. Haven't we met somewhere before?
It's possible. I don't think I would have remembered.
Excuse me, I think you dropped this.
It's not mine.
My mistake. I wonder whose it is.
Ah, Madame, welcome.
Good evening.
Madame's presence is a great honor for us. Your usual table is ready. If Madame will permit me.
Thank you.
If I may say so, Madame is like a shining star, and we are all basking in her light. I am your servant, Madame.
Thank you, Pascal.
Enjoy your dinner, Madame.
Mind if I join you?
That's bold. Is it customary in America to be so forward?
In certain circles, it's not unheard of.
I must have been moving in the wrong circles. I hope you find somewhere to sit.
Are you sure this isn't your scarf?
Quite sure.
Oui, madame. Avez-vous fait votre choix?
Yes. I'll have the beef filet.
Le filet de bœuf jardinière. Very good. Is madame dining alone?
Yes.
Very good, madame.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excuse me. Could you tell me what this paper says?
It's a Russian fairy tale. For children.
Could you translate it for me?
Do you know what a fairy tale is? It's one of the ways the exploiters make the people forget that they're enslaved. For 100 years, Russian peasants have told their children this story of a hero who plucks the tail feather from a firebird. Child goes to bed with an empty stomach and dreams of a hero who will never come.
Sorry I asked.
Le filet de bœuf jardinière.
Thank you.
Will there be anything else, madame? No? Bon appétit.
Excuse me, Fräulein Wolf? I could not leave the room without paying you my compliments. I'm sure you do not remember me. My name is August Schmidt.
But I do remember you. It was at Mrs. Lauder's in London, wasn't it?
Yes. You played Brahms' violin concerto.
How lovely of you to remember. And you were with an English woman. Was she your wife?
Yes, that is, Miss Wolf. May I present my colleague from America, Mr. Tyler Whitney? Herr Whitney? Miss Anna Wolf.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch the name.
Tyler Whitney. Have we met before?
I seem to remember hearing of a Mr. Whitney years ago in New York. You were trying to raise money to start a revolution in Cuba, isn't that right?
Mexico, and it wasn't me. It must have been someplace else that we met.
Herr Whitney is well known as a champion of freedom and justice in countries other than his own. But please, don't let us interrupt your dinner.
Not at all. You're both very kind. One does get so bored on these long journeys. Good evening.
A beautiful woman.
Is she?
And a brilliant performer. To look at her, you would never think she was Jewish. Until Munich, sir.
Excusez-moi.
Pardon me.
Deuxième service. Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car. Deuxième service. Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car.
Уже отужинали мы.
Василий Александрович!
Дедушка?
Василий Александрович, меня зовут Алексей Дольников. Вы, кажется, знавали моего батюшку.
Да, знавал я одного Дольникова, Петра Николаевича. Хороший был человек, набожный. Сын у него был. Опозорил и отца, и всю семью свою. Пойдем, внученька. Устал я малость.
Василий Александрович, how many thousands have you condemned to prison and torture in the name of your piety? Или вы счет потеряли?
Well, I think you made a pretty good first impression.
Excusez-moi.
Excuse me.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
Дедушка, посмотрите. Они уже приготовили постель.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Ah, Monsieur Whitney, excusez-moi. His Excellency wishes to receive you in his private car.
His Excellency.
Yes, monsieur. He's waiting for you.
Excusez-moi,
monsieur.
Hello. It seems I've been sent for by someone named His Excellency. That wouldn't be you, would it?
What an unexpected pleasure, Mr. Robert Cath.
Usually people call me Tyler Whitney.
You should take care when choosing a name for yourself. Names have power. The most primitive cultures understood this, but of course it will be as you prefer.
Not everyone has the luxury of choosing his own name, Mr.
Kronos. Whether you are Cath or Whitney is a matter of indifference to me. I am prepared to continue the discussions begun by my agent in Paris, provided that you have the peace of which you spoke.
Is Kronos your first name or your last name?
I have no time to continue these delightful discussions of names. I have brought with me a rather heavy briefcase. I would like to know now if the proposed exchange interests you, and if you are capable of completing it.
Not just at the moment, but I have hopes of being able to do so.
In that case, we have nothing further to discuss. I myself must leave the train in Vienna. In case we do not see each other again, I wish you a pleasant journey to Istanbul, and continued success in evading the British and French authorities. Have a pleasant evening, Mr. Kath. Kahina will show you out.